Yes, honey, she's here. Does she have lipstick on her teeth? No, she doesn't. What a shock. Oh, happy Mother's Day. Or, as Betty would say, happy Betty Day. You better not get married anywhere in the month of May. Okay, May, Betty month. Happy Mother's Day slash Happy Betty Day to everyone. I loved it so much. I mean, truly, though, devoid of Betty. To have Brandon and Julia on an episode of 90 Day Fiance and not have Betty when the episode is airing on Mother's Day is poor planning. That's poor planning. And I think Betty's a planner, especially a natural family planner. Okay. My name is Chris Farah. Welcome to my YouTube, where tonight I'll be talking about 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After. This is season 6. This is episode 3. That's what's happening to you, to us. 90 Day. Now, I am, as I repeatedly said, not so much into the Happily Ever After because these are the old show ponies, right? These are the cast members that we've seen, they're tried and true, and they're coming for like all of the Instagram sponsorships. They all have OnlyFans, even their sisters have OnlyFans. Even I can like basically draw you Libby's sister's private parts. That's okay. So all I'm saying is it's a lot of scriptedness. For instance, I wasn't going to start with this couple, but I think I am going to start with this couple because that's how bored I was with their storyline. I honestly want to get them past, and I already brought them up anyway. So people are already, by the way, already in this room. I love everyone so much. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, Yana, yay. Oh, Black Buddhafly, yes, honey. My San Francisco princess is here with her fiery waves, honey, her signature emojis. Oh my God, Marie, thank God people are here. I love everyone so much. Thank you so much. I'm wearing a Pat McGrath lip. Very cognizant if it gets on my teeth. You have to tell me, or my chin that happens because I have bad skin. But because what happens is this lower lip curls over, honey, and gets right. So I just did it. I knew I was going to do it. And then I just did it. That's like the secret. Oh, I've already messed it up. Okay, I have to start talking about this, and I won't talk about my lipstick anymore. Why'd I do that? Truly. Okay, this is why you can't take me anywhere nice. I try and be so elegant and so refined, and then I'm just messing up my lipstick. Hi. Okay, I love you guys. So let me just say this. The spirit of Mother's Day, and I can talk about this at the end because I kind of get deep. The spirit of Mother's Day is such a beautiful recognition of paying homage to the divine, nurturing, feminine spirit. That's what Mother's Day is to me. And, I think that there is a very real, direct, traditional way of just yeah, it's Mother's Day. And the person that gave birth to me is this person. And she is a mother. She's my mother. Happy Mother's Day to this person. That's great. God bless it. And but by the way, if my mom is watching, I love you and I happy Mother's Day to you. I went to go visit my mom. My mom is great. But I just want to say that the way to celebrate this holiday can be polarizing if, you are someone who doesn't have such a direct relationship with your mom that's positive enough that you feel like celebrating it. Sometimes the people that raised us in the motherly way aren't our natural moms. Sometimes people are raised by aunts and grandmothers, and of course, people are adopted. Some people are raised by their dad. Some people are raised their mom maybe have passed on. There's so many, there's all of that. There's all of the people that have complicated relationships with their mom. There are the women that wanted to be moms and for some reason that didn't happen for them. And there's the women that never wanted it, don't want that in their life, honey. And so all of these feelings can be interesting and complex to have on today. So all I'm saying is, and I will talk about this show, is that if you experience any of that, just take a step back and realize, in a very beautiful way, it's kind of like Mother's Day can also even be an extension of Earth Day in some way, like Mother Earth, like just this divine, spiritual nurturer, mother energy, one that wants the good for you, the one that wants your health, the one in which you grow, and you get nourishment from, and that gives you life in some way. That makes your life better in some way, So that is to me just completely in marriage with the feminine spirit, which is one that nurtures and nourishes in such a way that gives color in such a way to life. So having said that, color like this Pat McGrath lipstick just on my chin. Okay, moving on. By the way, if you haven't yet, please like this video and subscribe. You're like, girl, you haven't even talked about this show yet. Why would I? And I'm just like, I will. Don't even worry about it. So first couple I'm going to talk about is Brandon and Julia. And this is why. As I've said, this is a very boring storyline. Basically, what we're now supposed to like suddenly care about and believe and just like be really wrapped into is the roller coaster of, will she get her green card? And because suddenly Julia like doesn't want to go back to Russia. She wants to stay in the US, God bless. But if she has to go back to Russia, she's like, are you going to go with me, Brandon? And Brandon's like, no, well, I don't want to at all. I would, absolutely try everything in my power to not know. And Betty wouldn't let me, but maybe we'd come to that bridge, what had happened. I mean, no, like Betty's not going to let Brandon moved to Russia, and Brandon has no interest in Russia at all. Like, he barely knows one lick. I mean, him and I'll never forget that science board that he brought to his own wedding, honey, that he had to like read his cell phone off of. I mean, the man does not have one care in his mind for Russia. And he hates the fact that she's Russian, which is horrible, but like, doesn't even want her to speak Russian, feels like, God, God bless. So, nope. That part's mildly funny. But what we're supposed to, of course, just really get into is whether she's going to get her green card. And that's boring. So like, I will also bring up the fact that she's wearing a really, really great shirt that says everything is better in the country. And we want to be like, really, Julia? Like, how's feeding the animals in the country? Ha 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 ha. I don't think you believe that. But yeah. Basically what happens, of course, is they are like fretting over whatever paperwork and whatever ish they have to do. And they go to the interview, and then 2 hours later they come out and they're like, they need more information. We'll either hear or not hear. So that's basically it. How boring. Okay. Andre and Libby. Okay, so I just, like, what am I supposed to do? What are you doing during these segments? Like, how is your face working during these segments? Are you like, okay, I guess I'll have to watch Andre act. I guess that's my life now. I have entered into a contract with TLC and 90 Day Fiance that I have to watch Andre act now during these episodes. And it just is like, I don't want to. I don't want to have to watch him act, honey. Even if I am sexually attracted to him, even if he's hot as hell, like, I'm not into it. Plus, the truth of the matter is, in my fantasy of his masculinity and his like alpha maleness, and if you know me, that hits, that hits well. And the way that he, of course, however, has acted and his like ability to provide for his family and the route he's taking to do so is just like beta male. It's lazy. It's irresponsible. I mean, it's so biological. And I don't think men get it. That for most women, I think that some women are in a certain place in their lives where they just want sex from like whoever can give it to them in some way that makes them happy. And maybe that's them. But biologically, for a man to want an attractive looking woman is the same as a woman who wants a man that can protect them and that is with ambition and drive. and activity, you know? Oh, Jesus. Thank you. Maria, I love you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for 1215. I'm so sorry. I just like I forgot that I had like monitors in this room and God bless them, because I just like there's hardly ever any like people in this room that will just like say something bananas. And so when it happens, it like takes my breath away. I love you guys, so I won't get into it. That's what mods are for. But truly, this is where it's funny. Yay. So anyway, having said that, and everything I'm saying, about like how I perceive Andre or what I would enjoy or whatever, in this fantasy that I have, because, like, and the things I'm saying about his masculinity, alpha maleness is one thing about, yes, my perception, but also something that he has portrayed. And Libby talks about, like, she literally says the word alpha in this episode. So, but it's just, again, it's hard for me to be like, okay, if you are so alpha, why is your choice the easiest possible choice of money, which is go to her dad? When her dad has like disrespected you, like has allowed his son to like make a fool of you at your own wedding and has given you all this money already. It's just whatever. But I think that I don't know if the like version of that true protector provider, like, I don't know if it like so readily is available and exists to so many men anymore. I don't know, or if they are able to step into their power in such a way. This is for another time. So, but God bless. First scene, Andre is putting a house together for their daughter. And, he's literally trying to fix and put together this house, but also metaphorically his own home. But also he's trying to get into like a house flipping business where he's going to like redo houses. And yet he's starting so small on his daughter's home. You know what I'm saying? But what if this was like some subconscious way of being like, look, Chuck, look what I can do with this home. And even Ellie's like, Dad, you need help. Like, here's this hammer. Libby and then Andre have to go to lunch with Charlie, okay? And Charlie, like, has to apologize in Andre's mind for being a drunk asshole at their wedding. And to us, he has to apologize for allowing his wife to go to a business dinner meeting with that flamingo pink ruffled one shouldered atrocity. Okay. But we're not going to get an apology really for either. And that's how this trash. I'm sorry. This family is white trash. Is trash. No matter. I mean, trash. They are white. Also trash. Both of those things. Okay. No, I didn't. Marie, no, I didn't. So they get down this thing. Charlie has a weird haircut, and the music they have for this Charlie lunch music is like kind of like a nefarious, like, or sinister or like detective sounding, like night flight of the fairies of, like it was like bum 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 bum. You notice that? I was like, this is whatever. They can't get any money for them licensing. Their budget is absolutely nothing. So, Charlie sits down. He's like, well, I admit that I overindulged at your wedding. I might have had too many vodka shots. Like, this a-hole, like, really? You admit to that? It's on camera of you being absolutely out of your mind, inebriated. Really? You'll admit to that? Like, he just asked her this is fake, but we're supposed to believe that he believes that his dad has given Libby like so much, has favored them in some way with money or whatever. And so that that Andre asking Chuck for money is a slap in the face. That's how he feels. So here's the thing. It's not between Andre and him. That would be between his dad and him, or his wife and him. I don't know. It's just really messy. It's messy. I will say this, like, one part is brought up, like, Andre did apologize to Chuck and Charlie when they were in Moldova for getting drunk and being whatever the night that they did that at some dinner. And then obviously Charlie didn't apologize during this lunch. Again, neither to Andre nor us for the pink shirt, and either one would have been appreciated. Let's move on to Yara and Jovi, honey. So this starts off, Jovi is, just like at a 7-Eleven, maybe a Circle K, and he is, I'm looking down, but I'm trying to like find, I feel like such an old person. I need like one of those, there's like a teleprompter now that I saw. I was like, oh, should I get that? Am I someone who's going to need like a teleprompter? Here's the thing. I obviously don't write down everything I'm saying. I just literally have notes, but it's, they get lost. Okay, so Joey and Yara, he's at a Circle K. He is going to get stuff for the home for the baby. The baby's like very new. Okay, very brand new baby. New car smell, not baby. Smelly, yummy baby. He's wearing pajama pants. He's getting beer and sriracha flavored cup of noodles and off-brand diapers. He brings all of them home. Uh, Yar's like, what did you get? Like, where's the food? And he's like, here's sriracha flavored cup of noodles. And she's like, and beer. And he's like, yeah, so much beer. Like, obviously a lot of beer. She's like, where's the diapers? And he gives her the diapers, and she says they're 4 to 6 kilo size, which, I'm just the most ignorant American. So who knows what that means? I mean, that could be anything, but then she has thank God, common sense to be like, that's a 1-month-year-old. Or we're like, oh, okay, 1-month-year-old. Like, it's a brand new baby. Like, that's gonna be like, and it's a like Yara baby, like that baby's small, and so like that's not enough. And one part of what I liked is they go over again for some reason, like this is already the third episode, like how they met or whatever. And he was like, well, like I met her on a social media app, and then they say like a travel app, like what travel app is this? Like where you are going to travel somewhere and then meet up with people. I'm like, that's Tinder, right? I mean, that's either Tinder or some social media version of TripAdvisor, but like, that's Tinder. But then they meet up, and he said that she was a bitch. But then the next thing, she was his girlfriend. And I just really appreciate that. You know me, I love some Yara. Like, Yara is one of the more like redeeming now qualities and characters on the show, because even though as I said, they all are here as old show horses and are playing the game, honey. And the game is to stay relevant and be on this show. At least Yara like has, and this is I think where Angela also has a quality where she's like, nah, I don't care. I'll just do whatever I want. I don't care how I look. Also, but she always looks good, like figuratively and literally, she looks good. If you haven't yet, would you please like this video? I see there's about 25 people and 75 people. Wait, 25 likes, 75 people, and I'm in math right now. It's good. It's like 1/6. No, 1/3. Okay, wait. It's 1/3. It's 1/3. Yeah, which is not bad. I mean, really great, truly. But if you haven't yet, would you like this? It just really helps me in my algorithm in my life or whatever. And it's a stupid free thing you can do that really just like helps me in a way that's like not, annoying, because like, God bless, if you want to super chat me, do it, but you don't have to. And I just truly appreciate your presence here. And I love you guys so much. But if you haven't liked it just because you forgot or something, just like a little friendly reminder, it'd be great. Sometimes you have to exit out of the chat. Sometimes you have to like do it, thumbs it up, and comes right back in, and I get that that's annoying, but here's the thing. I'll show you a nipple. No, I won't. But if I do show you a nipple, it's going to be like bigger than pepperoni nipples. Okay. I love me some Yara. What am I talking about? You guys know that she talked about how her nipples like changed to pepperoni size, and I'll be honest, like my nipples, and I think I've talked about this before. And by nipples, I think she means areolas, because like the nipples, unless her actual nipples are pepperoni sizes, which are very big. No, mine are like pencil erasers. But my actual areola is kind of like a dry piece of salami. Oh, Marie, thank you so much. Thank you. And first of all, I love you so much, and you don't need to super chat me because you're amazing and doing the Lord's work, knocking out them crazes. But thank you so much. That's really, really sweet, and I appreciate it. Okay, people are talking about something called Travel Lab. So yeah, that's the thing. Maybe is that what I should do? Should I out of the pandemic, now that I'm vaccinated, am I supposed to download that app and then travel and just like meet up with people and then just like see who hits? Oh, my nurse named Purple Kisses. Oh, Purple Kisses. Did you change your name from Purple Kisses Commentary Kingdom? Happy I caught your live, Chris. Now I don't have to watch it. That's so funny. Did you change your name, my love? I remember you from before. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. And yeah, Waz here too. Okay, so yeah, no, I think that Yara would not be an OnlyFans, I don't think that's just for her, I love me some Yara. Okay, so Here's the thing. So then their little drama conflict is that Jovi's mom comes, Gwen, right? And Gwen sees that baby, that very fresh baby, okay, and is like, the baby isn't wrapped. The baby has like no like blanket on, and then like wants the baby to have a blanket on. The baby's cold, honey. The baby can catch a draft, like that baby and Natalie. Like remember Natalie when Natalie first got to Mike's house? Like baby's cold, Natalie's cold. Get the baby a blanket. And then Yara's like, yeah, I took that baby out, like in New Orleans, whatever. And I mean, Gwen's like, you cannot leave the house with a brand new baby. That baby's got to be inside, honey. Like the baby's got to stay inside, like, I don't know what you think the baby is, but the baby's like reverse vampire. I mean, I don't know, keep the baby inside, you know? So that was really funny to me. And then like that harkens back to like Yara being like, I don't understand why this bitch thinks she can tell me what to do. Have you not met me? I'm Yara. I barely invited you to either get the dress for me / I barely invited you to the wedding, honey. I mean, beggars cannot be choosers. Even though Jovi's like, oh, also I'm going to leave to go to work. You know how usually when I leave, it's like a month and you get really upset about it? Well, this time I'm going to leave for 2 months because I have to, God bless, quarantine 2 weeks before and now 2 weeks after. So now you're just going to have this fresh ass, smelly ass baby, smelly in a good way, by herself sees in a town she hates sees, all by her alone Z's with Gwen, who like is just like, wants to American style helicopter or whatever American style parent is, be super cautious, be super, okay. I mean, to me, it seems like what Yara thinks is like Gwen's version of parenting or American parenting might be very hands-on, very like protective and cautious, overly cautious, and or like you have to change your whole life for the baby. Like the baby isn't a part of your life. The baby isn't suddenly just this thing that goes on and you move on with your life with the baby. And, it's like, and that is kind of something that I guess I specifically thought of as being like a French way, but I can see it being like an Eastern European way or European way, I guess, of, yeah, relating to a baby in their lives. I love that, I think this is just different ways. You really can't tell women how to raise their kids. I mean, can't do it. You can't tell, pet parents how to raise their pets, like you can't do it, I mean, Gwen wants to be like, I'm going to tell them, but it's like, unless, Jovi without Yara is just like about to throw his baby in the street, honey, then you can be like, Jovi, I don't know if that's a good idea, whatever, God bless. But also at that point, Gwen, you should have like taught your son how to like have the wherewithal to be a good dad before. It's kind of like being a good person. There's something about being overall a good person with a good head on their shoulders, with like an ability to live a somewhat secure life, somewhat stable life. That kind of like makes it, makes that person somewhat able to have a child. Those are kind of the things. Are you somewhat successful at life? Are you a good person? Okay, well, people have had children with far less. Anyway, so, okay, my baby boos, going on to Angela. Am I rocking and rolling this? No, I feel like I was about to look at the time. I thought it was going to be like 45 minutes in. It's like 23 minutes in. I mean, truly. Am I like speeding this through? Angela. So Angela is supposed to be having liquid, okay? And she's gotten chicken soup, which looks amazing. It has noodles in it and hunks of like celery and carrots. I was like, oh my God, she's in Beverly Hills. And so, I'm partial to all the Postmate options between Beverly Hills and West Hollywood. So I looked at that chicken soup, honey. I'm like, where's that from? Where is it from? Is that Cantor's? No, what is it? I know all the chicken soups. I know a chicken soup. There was no matzo ball in it, but like there were noodles in it. So I had to like look at the noodles, and like really be like, and where do I get that chicken soup? Because Angela complained about it, but it looked amazing. And she was like, I'm supposed to have liquid and there's just liquid and there's no salt or pepper or nothing. I'm like, are you kidding me? There's like all this stuff. And she's like, it's not steak. I'm like, yeah, you're not supposed to have steak all the time. Okay, Angela is insane. So Angela's doing that. Her friend comes over, Jojo. We've met Jojo before. Now Jojo has new eyebrows, though. Okay, so the Jojo comes over with the eyebrows. Okay, so that's happening. And between Jojo's tattooed eyebrows and Angela's like tattoos between the things, your eyes are ping ponging back and forth. It's a dance. Oh my gosh, peace to everyone. And then hugs and kisses, Lou guy. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for these little like tips. Makes me feel, I don't know, I think I said this before because I spent so many years being a waitress, as one might know. I respond well to money. I spell one, but like it feels like a tip that you would be like at a restaurant. It makes me happy. But also again, just so happy you guys are here and thankful and spending a little time with me on this nurturing feminine nourishment day. Just like the chicken soup nourishing Angela. Also nourishing Angela is the cigarettes that she keeps smoking. She's not supposed to be smoking at all. She's like, I'm gonna take that risk. It's my risk to take. I'm gonna take it. Okay, well. She decides to, or no, she's talking to Jojo, who's come over, and she's talking to her about, of course, the doctor and how she's like, hey, he had what do you call it? Examine me. But really, feel up my boobies, my boob doctor this, boob doctor that. Then she proceeds to call Michael and she's like, he medically massaged me. Medically massaged you? Yeah, but like, she is trying so hard to make it seem, that she got felt up like behind the bleachers and she's in high school, honey. And she's like trying to like get her boyfriend who's like head of the football team, like gels, but that's not what's happening. So as we know, she's getting 2 surgeries at once. The weight loss surgery is 45 minutes and the breast augmentation surgery, 3 hours. So altogether 4 hours. And she's going to be under anesthesia for all of it. And so that part, I guess, is not a guess, is a risk. So she has to tell Michael that. Also, this thought / I would love to know how prevalent or how important you think this is, that Michael and or Nigerian men or the culture itself prides it on bigger women with very large, heavy looking large breasts. That it's, so I think that there obviously is such a thing as boob men. I've experienced it or whatnot. Also, like side note, so many jokes with me like, should I get my ass in Nigeria? Ha ha ha. That's all I have. But that's all I'm good for. But it's my one beauty. Okay, my 2 beauties, just the saggiest, heaviest boobs. But so like this whole time I'm like, that's why I'm not married. That's cool. But with him, it's like, how much is he going to be upset that she has changed in such a way? Like, when he has a conversation with his older brother, is it like he's not going to be attracted to her anymore? Or he is? It's just that his preference, it's confusing because he also acknowledges that she might be quote unquote more youthful looking and or quote unquote sexier or more beautiful after one or two of both surgeries, and he's worried about her leaving him for that. So I guess what is real? Like, how upset is he? Or is he more upset that she's doing it and thusly it might be a sign that she wants to leave him or cheat on him? Or is he more upset that she is using the money that he would like to use for a surrogate for her transformation? And it's a weird situation because when we're talking about all of this, there's like the undercurrent of her health as well being a part of it, like with the weight loss, very obvious health implications, as well as the boobs are so heavy, 5 pounds each. 5 pounds each. He weighed them, as he said that like she can't breathe. A tip: don't bogart. Don't bogart what? Don't bogart the blobbity blue. Oh, 420. Oh yeah, no, I get it. Okay, well, yeah. Puff puff pass, my friend. Try to see like what is Skibo G? What is the awning banner say, my love? It looks like German. What is that? Tell me more. Thank you so much for that super chat. I'll take it, honey. Yes. So Should Angela lose the weight before the reduction? I got gastric sleeve and didn't want skin removal until I'm close enough to my goal. Yeah. I wonder if well, yes, of course. B, I think that she had booked all this through Natasha, right? Jillian Michaels, who's gotten weight, like Jillian Michaels, who's gotten her weight loss surgery, her breast people together, honey. You know what I'm talking about with the lips. So this was already planned. And I think that she is going to these two doctors, A, because she doesn't live in Beverly Hills and she wants these two doctors. B, who knows what free things she's gotten because they're both on camera doing this for her. And C, maybe there is something like if she wants to get them both done and she has to go under anesthesia for one, maybe she would do them both at the same time. I'm not quite sure, you know? Snatch latch. Snatch latch. You know, just begs more questions though, you know? One answer that begs more questions. Okay, so she has really frizzy hair in this conversation with Michael, but she also looks like Lena Dunham to me. This was just passing thoughts. I also feel like I love when Michael has this conversation with his older brother and he refers to it as getting breast surgery, which, you know, it is like makes me so happy. Nigerian men love big breasts, honey. Kalani and Asuelu. Okay, Kalani's coming. I hate it. Kalani, Kalini. Kalini and Kalani. Kalini. Kaloni. Kalani. Kalini. Kalani's the one that's married to Asuelu, right? God damn it. Moa has to tell me. Okay, so Kalani has told Asuelu that Kalini is coming. And Asuelu is getting ready, and they're getting ready for her like return, like a broke down baby shower or something. I don't even know. Like they can please tell me you spent no money on those decorations. Please tell me you just had them. I mean, my God. The mom is like, how do you feel to Asuelu about Kalani? Kalani is married Kaloni. Okay, wait. Kalani and Kaloni. Kalani, Kaloni. Colini? Colini. That's what it is. Kalani, Colini. Oh, God bless it. God bless it. That Colini's coming, honey. I'm just saying that they had those leftover streamers. Okay, so Colini is coming. Asuelu's like, I'm so excited. And God bless, Asuelu's trying so hard. He's like, with the kids are running around. You know, Colini comes in and she looks okay, you know, and she grabs one of the kids immediately, like, yeah, like, give me one of them babies, like, you know, the youngest one. I haven't spent time with this one. This one has a crazy haircut. That's fine with me. And then immediately they go upstairs and she'll be sleeping in the mom's scrap room. They sit next to on a daybed next to a harvest tree. Harvest tree is like a Christmas tree with harvest colors. Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Masan. Oh, yes, honey. Love your good humor, Chris. Love the lipstick too. Thank you. Masande. Masande? Masanje. Masanda. Masanje Bamba. Oh my God, what a beautiful name. I might be saying it wrong, but just so you know, I love it. Ooh. Masanda. I mean, my God, that is a name. That is a song. That's a song on the wind, honey, on the wind's lips. And they're having a conversation basically next to the harvest tree about whether Asuelu is happy or not that Colini's there. And the answer is no, he's not. He hates you, okay? He does not like you, but he's trying. What he's gonna do, be mad? Be angry? He's trying his best. So he's trying, okay? I mean, maybe it's the secret, okay? What do you want him to do? Just be awkward? The thing is, like, all these bitches are making such a big deal about Asuelu's behavior. And it's like, what do you want him to do? He hates you. He doesn't want to be in this house with you. He doesn't want it. So what are you if he was mean, you would have been upset. If he was awkward, you would have been upset. So he's choosing to be nice. Painfully awkward, painfully nice. I mean, not awkward, just trying. Okay. So because of that, it's like you're all being horrible. So then the next morning they're making Samoan pancakes. Now, what's in Samoan pancakes? Probably a lot of collagen and biotin because of course them hairs are very good on those ladies. Also, for some reason, Samoan pancakes have to be made in hot fried oil. Very hot. Quick. I mean, a quick make. I'm not quite sure. Um, Asuelu comes down. And just so you know, I had sort of a viral tweet during this episode because if you haven't seen it, go to my Twitter right now. Chris L. Farah, go to my Twitter. Just open up another tab. Go to your phone, whatever you're doing, open it. Because Asuelu comes down for this breakfast, honey, in a shirt that was Reese's Pieces. Tropical Reese's Pieces. Like a disgusting pack of Reese's Pieces tropical flavor. If that's what I don't, my tweet specifically said it's like a Tommy Bahama Reese's Pieces capsule collection. It's the Reese's Pieces color. It's a tropical shirt. It is insane. Okay. That's like reason number one that you know that things are going to go badly during, I think, this breakfast, honey. And, but this is, I blame, again, Colini, because Colini inserts her opinion where she shouldn't. And it's basically like, why are you guys moving out if like you're basically going to divorce? Don't you think it's dumb? No. And that is your, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. That's not it. And I truly feel like it was disrespectful. And you know, I come here for the truth. You can't do that. Like if your sister has decided to keep this marriage going, which that's your own thing with your sister, then you don't like disrespect him right there with his kids right there. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was rude. He like tries to bite his tongue or the Samoan pancake in his mouth, you know. He should always have a little bit of hair on them, that hard jaw. You know, I think a little hair, a little like, as Wah would say, 5 o'clock shadow does him a mound of good. I mean, so interesting how different men can look with longer hair or facial hair from shorter hair. I mean, truly shocking. I love you guys so much. Oh, hi, Convilius. Convilius. Ooh, what a name. I have to figure out Twitter so I can follow. Oh, Patricia, please do. I need every little boost I can in all my social medias. So yeah, I feel bad about that. So let's move on to Ronald and Tiffany. Now, I saw this tweet, and this is to me very, very funny and completely crazy. But to me, it's like people have said Tiffany just came back on the season to like show us all that like Ronald ain't shit. That's not my sentiment. That's so true, though. I mean, God. Tiffany has been living in her mom's house with her 2 kids and her budding beauty blogger career and her grandma. She wants to move out. So the last drama has been she was paying for her and the kids to fly back to South Africa for Ronald to see them. And she called him and was like, if you want us to come see you as your family, you buy the tickets. And that, of course, was him being like, "Oh, you like no," and like, "Why didn't you do that? Like, you have the money." And she's being like, "Yeah, I have the money for everything. You have nothing. You've given us nothing." Okay, Marianne Walters, thank you so much. 9.99. My God, that's so generous. Thank you. Just flying through the air, honey. It's like a little pear. It's like a Bartlett pear flying through the air, like super pear. Oh, I love a super pear. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. And I appreciate it. Um, And it's really, really difficult because for Tiffany, because she is faced with the fact that she made a really bad decision in her partner slash person that she married slash brand new baby father. And her mother, like, holds no punches, is like, you should never done it. Why'd you do it? I would have never done what you did. Once I realized that he was like a felon, I would have gone out. And Tiffany was like, I was in love. And she's like, yeah, well, you can choose who you're in love with. And Tiffany is like, no, you can't. And what a great topic for us. Can you choose who you are in love with? I think you can. Having said this, it's not you can't choose who you're in love with, but you can choose to act on that love. That's what it is. Her mom should have said you chose to act on that. You can love. It's not the only thing, though, that you have to think about. You have to think about your needs, your emotional needs, because you can love and have none of those emotional needs filled. And your emotional needs, and not just your emotional, your physical needs, your needs as a person, to know if they're filled, that's an intellectual, that's a brain thing. And that is the correct decision, of course, because you have to maintain your own self care and your self help, your self health in that way. So we all have made bad choices, right? And that could be with love or sex or drugs or alcohol or whatever. But we all have the choices to act. And that's the same with love. And I think that's what her mom was trying to say. Yeah, you could say that you loved Ronald. However, truly, when you told us the story, it feels like you just got lusted or you fell into infatuation or a lust filled infatuation with some dude that you met in a car with horrible blonde highlights, honey, and he held a fart inside the entire time. I mean, that's what he said. I mean, like, that's who you, okay, fell in love with. Okay, God bless, God bless. But you're young, honey. I'm just saying, whatever. And we all have places we are at. And I've not made all the greatest choices either. But you choose to act on how you feel or not feel based upon, and the best you can to accurately understand the representation of the person that's coming at you. She can't tell us that she didn't know who Ronald was. She found out who Ronald was, right? And she chose to continue. It would have been really devastating, I'm sure, at that moment to be like, oh my God, I'm in love with someone who is a gambling addict, felon who cannot handle money and who's been in jail. And because of a lot of things, I don't think this person will be able to be there in the way I need him to be there because I also already have a child. I'm a mother of this son, right? And so I gotta like keep it right, keep it tight for us. And even if I want this person to be different, even if I just want this, whatever in Tiffany's mind, hot South African man to be like really there for me, hold us down, that is never going to be what it is. Listen, that's insight and wisdom, but it's a choice, you know? That's how I feel. I love you guys. Come through with the knowledge, Chris. I love you guys so much. It's hard. This is hard. It's not fun. It's not fun to feel a connection with someone and feel like, oh, this person is into me in whatever way. Maybe this person's like sexually into you. Maybe this person, makes you feel wanted or desired. Maybe you feel sexually into them, and maybe you also have some sort of also personality connection where, like, on a superficial level, you speak a common language or you have some inside jokes. Especially during this pandemic, we can understand how being devoid of that and then having it feels really great. And if you this is why I feel bad for this. This is why I feel like this is like such a good mom and daughter conversation. This is like the Mother's Day scene, honey, between these two women, who, by the way, both want their shoulders to be seen. Love a shoulderless shirt, these two women, honey. Okay, it's like the one thing that her mom passed down because nothing in the face department makes you feel like these two women are at all related except for the shoulders. Okay, the shoulders are what they have in common. This mother scene between her and her daughter and this conversation of like the choices that one makes. It's hard to feel devoid of that connection for so long and then get a taste of it and want it so bad to be real and sustaining. And then layered on top of that, you get like the chemical reactions that happen, dopamine or whatnot, serotonin. I'm not like a scientist doctor, that happens all in the swirliness of first crushes and things. But at the same time, I mean, you are the constant. yourself and your care and your self-health and your mind and your energy are the constant in that, and you just have to protect it. Especially if you get the feeling that the person that you are having these feelings for, if you can have the wisdom maybe inside this person for some reason isn't protecting you, can't protect you in some way. If that person can't or is giving you feelings of uncertainty, that's when you got to think why. It's really, really horrifying. I feel bad. But here goes Tiffany, honey. Fast forward to her having his child, Carly, who's very cute, and making some interesting choices in how she's going to cut Carly's hair. I mean, did you see that haircut? What did she do to Carly? What did she, it was like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that hairstyle was bananas. I mean, what are you, like Megan McCain's hairstylist on The View? I mean, I don't do you like your daughter? I love you. No, I'm Tiffany. I'm just playing with you. You have great hair and makeup, but I'm just saying Carly's haircut's crazy. uh I mean, that's actually all I have about that section. She has the conversation with Ronald where he like makes her feel bad for having put furniture in the home for his child. And she says it like, how are you as a man okay with making me feel like I have to do all the everything and pay for you? Like, how as a man does that make you feel? I mean, I'm so happy for her. I mean, I hope that like, I think that she used I'm just this is what I want to say. I hope that she uses this season to get all the money she needs to get to like move on with her life. And that is why, again, as I've said, although I'm not the most excited person to watch all these old show horses prance around happily ever after again, I'm actually into this Tiffany storyline because I feel like is just, I mean, painting the town red, honey, like Angela Bassett, like having the whole house burned down in front of us, being like, this person sucks. Now you guys know this person sucks. I made a mistake. I'm not happy about it. Look, I can still do great makeup. This person sucks, and I'm moving on. And it's a good note to end on. Also, that great Mother's Day scene. Did I talk about everyone? I think I did, right? I always feel like I'm gonna forget. You know why? Because I'm like, it's 47 minutes in. I talked about everyone, right? At one point I will just say that after a Jovi and Yara scene, or maybe after a Brandon and Julia scene, I instinctively thought it was gonna go to Rebecca and Zayed. I was like, okay, Rebecca and Zayed's turn now. And then it took me like I'm gonna say a whole minute. No, it really took me like maybe 3 seconds to realize they're not on this season. But I felt like they should be. What do you think they're doing right now? I know what what's her name? Rebecca's doing, honey. She's like enjoying her new body, honey. And Zayed's enjoying that new BMW. By the way, Andrew, I think is on OnlyFans. So there's a lot of like things happening with those people from that season. I'm going to spend some time talking to you guys now. That's what I had for this episode. I know I still have to watch Extreme Sisters. I think I'm going to watch both tonight's episode and last week's episode, and then like go live and talk about it this week. Okay. So, okay. So I'm gonna talk to you guys. Can I ask for a short summary of the channel and the chat? Rocky Mountain High. What? You want me to? What's up, Bamba? Or any words of wisdom from the chat as well. What chat, my love? Oh, wait, this is about a TV show. Okay, yeah. So Rocky Mountain High, my name is Chris. Nice to meet you. I do pop culture like topics. I love pop culture, celebrity stuff like that, entertainment stuff, and television recap. So you are in a chat room right now for 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, and we just watched the episode that was on TLC tonight. We're talking about that, okay? But however, when we talk about that, life gets in the way, and sometimes we have to digest that. So that's kind of what this is. Spend 50 minutes talking about one episode. But it's a 2-hour episode, so that makes sense. But yeah, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this season? I know a lot of the comments I've gotten from people that watch a lot of 90 Day are, and I mean, maybe they're also jumping on the negative bandwagon of me of like not wanting to watch this season, but are into watching recaps. I keep thinking I'm not going to be into watching it, but when it comes on, I'm not so mad. But there's definitely sections where I'm like, no, I can fast forward this. Is Pillow Talk back on? Is it on Discovery Plus or regular TMC? Oh, I don't know. Discovery Plus has to have all the things, right? People love The Single Life, and I have not been watching The Single Life. And I guess something happened with like Ed or whatever, but like I can't give money to that. I don't want to give money to Ed. That person is fine. He can just, honey, crack him in a pan, honey, and make herself an omelet, and that is fine. That's all I need him for. An ostrich egg. That's what he is. Don't do it, Chris. Crack him like an egg? There's too many spinoff going on. I keep mixing up who are we with. Yeah. I saw a commercial for it, but not sure. Yeah, I won't. So, but I do like Extreme Sisters, and there's also been like, everyone's talking about that Mar of Easttown, so I've been trying to watch that. As well as Pig Royalty. Everyone talks about that. No Pay Discovery Plus, Kitty Cat. Just so you know, if anyone knows, just so you know here, I think, and I don't know how much longer this is happening, but if you have Verizon, you get 6 months free. Now, of course, it's one of those things where you have to be on it and put it in your calendar because it will automatically go to probably your Verizon bill. I don't think you have to put your credit card in. I think that it will go to your Verizon bill after 6 months. So you can do that, and you just have to be smart about canceling it. I'll give Ed the finger, honey. Be so big. Oh, thank you so much for liking my thinking. Yeah, I won't watch it either. Oh, thank you. No, it's if any consolation, you seem pretty cool, and I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. Thank you so much. You too. Yeah, no. Please stay. Yeah, I don't know if you watch that show, I like The Single Life. Danielle seems to have found a good guy, age appropriate. Well, what's real though? Danielle went on a lot of dates so far. You guys love, honey, that Danielle. I mean, I guess I do too. It's just very hard. Danielle, by the way, what's so funny? Because I keep making those jokes about Teamy Blends, like, like all these people just want to like have Teamy Blend sponsorships. It's not even that. It's like Danielle and Angela have the audacity to go onto Instagram and hawk a product called Body BODHI Body Bot. I don't even know it, and I'm glad I don't know it because I didn't want to say it, but it's one of those other body blasts or tea or exercise plan or shake mix, or supplements, challenges, whatever, mixture of all those words, just like the worst part of Instagram diet culture, like the worst parasitic influencers use those ones. It's like, okay, by the way, Sarah, thank you so much, honey. Sarah, l'amour. No, l'amour. I'm trying to learn French. It's on Duolingo. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for that super chat. That's very, very sweet. I appreciate it. Yes. Thank you so much. So I really appreciate that. So sweet. But because of that, what was I talking about? Oh, the spot eye thing. So yeah, like Angela, first of all, we know how you lost the weight. We are watching it. Like that's how you, okay. And like you literally can't stop smoking. So like there's not one part of me that thinks this woman's like using some sort of like other program to lose weight. That's Angela. But also Danielle, and God bless. And this is where maybe I'm going to go to hell. But of all the things that you're gonna like tell us that like you're doing and or things that we should like watch you do and be either inspired by or like buy from, it's not so much like aesthetically how you have improved yourself. God, that's I'm not gonna just don't. But I don't want to body shame you, but also like don't put me in a position where you're hawking like BS products to your Instagram people, like as if they're doing you a lick of good and would do anyone else anything. It's upsetting to me because it is the worst part of like Instagram diet culture where like people are going to waste money on some product because Danielle of all people is taking it. That is it. Who looks And Danielle's Instagram being like, oh my God, look at her, honey, and that aspirational inspiration, whatever she's doing, let me get on it. Like, are you telling me there's women out there that look at Danielle and are like, well, what she's doing looks like the right thing, and I'm going to get on board. She has the answers. Is that what it is? I mean, am I supposed to be like, are we supposed, okay, I mean, she looks like that. And we're supposed to, there, women are what? Clicking her link to be like, get me that body. That's mean, but come on. You can't do it to me. You cannot set me up like that. That's too much, okay? And again, for the same reason why I made fun of Stephanie, it's because she's using BS, smoking nothing. I mean, BS to sell things to insecure women who feel like they have answers when they absolutely do not. And it's upsetting. So I can't. Okay, I truly can't. Small Brittany. Verizon will notify you before the trial ends, honey. That is a good tea. Okay, so dietary hair extension makes no sense on Danielle. No, I can't. It's just, I'm just, truly crazy. Truly bananas. Yeah, so that's kind of all I have. But is there anything else particular about the world, the episode, the season, or just life that you guys, you like unpack with me while I'm still here? Have you enjoyed your Mother's Day? I'll just tell you quickly what happened with me. I love my mom so much. On Friday, I was working out in my little home gym, and I put a 10-pound barbell on a chair. And it rolled off the chair, all right? And it landed on my toe. And I'm pretty sure it broke it. I think I think it's kind of broke. I'm not quite sure because it's very hard to actually tell. I didn't cry when it happened, but I definitely had to, for like 5 minutes, just sit in the center of myself in so much pain. Okay. Then I decided to, this is a whole story, God bless it. Then I decided to go to dinner with my dad. That makes sense. And I had like 2 glasses of a red blend. So now I'm drinking, God bless. And then I go to bed, don't ice it because I'm bad. And I wake up now at 6:30 a.m. on Saturday morning in excruciating pain where I am like, I can't even move my foot. Crazy. So much pain. I take one Aleve and I pass out, and then I wake up and it's 1 p.m. I'm like, what happened? I don't know where I am. I don't know if this is neither here nor there, but I did get my second shot of the vaccine on Wednesday. So I don't know where, maybe my body has now gone through it. I think my body at this point is like, what are you doing to us? In the sense of like, because there's a little like immune response to a vaccine, and I'm totally fine. But for some reason, but still, just so everyone knows, and again, totally great, is that I'm showing you the immune response can be whatever, right? Like people have experienced fevers and chills or body aches, and I didn't experience any of that. My toe hurting wasn't a body ache. Again, I'm dumb. Didn't put my barbell where I should have put it on a regular good space, put it on a chair, rolled off on my toe. But I noticed that where I got my vaccine spot, it's still a little inflamed. And I got it Wednesday. I'm sure it's fine. It's just like interesting how your body reacts. So having said all this, I can't actually walk right now very well because of my toe. On my left toe, it's my like middle toe, like the middle ring finger of your foot, and it hurts. Very black and blue. Okay. So instead of like being able to do something super fun with my mom, I literally just got in my car, drove to her house, had her sit in my car, had my house shoe on with a ice pack on my toe, wrapped around my toe, gave her presents. I like got some lemons and some rosemary and mint for her too, gave her that. And just like we sat in my car outside her house, and then I just came home. It's like, so anyway, that was my Mother's Day. My arm was swollen for a bit, about 5 days or so. I'm glad you guys are saying this because I'm not worried about it, but like I just didn't think that it would be swollen for that many. I was like, oh, it's longer than I thought it would be. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's like, yeah, you can see like, I don't know. I really feel like you can, there. This is how you can see. Okay, that's how you can see. Sorry. See how this is my normal shoulder? This is a normal shoulder, like that's my shoulder, and this is maybe like a bicep or whatever. And then you can see how on this shoulder there's a bigger gap. You can see this part is the swollen part. I don't have biceps truly. I'm not a bicep person. I try. I mean, I guess kind of. But like the weird thing is the swollenness is making me look like I have a bicep. It's actually not bad. Now that I look at it like this is my normal arm. I try the best I can. I try and do planks. I really try and hold them. I just don't have. But look, the swollenness makes it look like I'm kind of strong. Hope you had a great day. I'm too busy to watch the show, so I just watch you and Waz reviews instead. LOL. Oh my God. Look at you little hot piece. Janelle Medcalf. Thank you so much. That's, first of all, such a nice comment, and I hope you had a great day, and I love your emojis. And hi, look at you, and those eyebrows and that lip. I'm like such an old lady, get so close, and then I realize I'm probably like breathing so close, like, you look like Popeye, Chris. Yes, honey. Oh, Popeye. Oh, yeah. That's another thing. The side note is, because we're talking, whatever, talking about men I like or whatever. There's nothing also like men that have the Popeye muscles. I think Popeye muscles are these muscles. Like, like that's like the specific Popeye muscle. Now, when a guy has big Popeye muscles, oh my God, it's shocking to me sometimes. You don't see them a lot. So when a guy has them, you're like, oh my God, where did those come from? Can I have them? Can they be mine? I like them. Speaking of that, can they be mine? One more thing going back to this episode is, remember when Michael referred to Angela's boobs as his boobs? What are you going to do with my boobs? That part's sweet. That part of a relationship is cute. When you are in a relationship and most times when you're in a relationship, you've sort of, I guess for me and my understanding of relationships that have been monogamous and committed, there's that sense of your body being mine, my body being yours. What do I do with my, insert, word here, but what do I do with my boobs? Where are you going there with my ass? I love it. Is Love It or Lockup coming back? Oh yeah, remember that? Remember that show? You look amazing as always. I've never noticed you with so much pain. Thank you so much. I haven't been able to show you my toe, but I also think it's gonna be gross. I did put a little picture of my toe on Instagram, but I made it really small so it wouldn't be like overwhelming, because I can't stand when people put big pictures of things on social media that is like a body part that has gone through trauma. And people do it all the time. And so I wanted to put up a picture of my toe, but I like specifically made it small so you could easily just like not have it shock you, overwhelm you. I want my man to be like the brawny dude. He's sassy. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, arms. Arms and chest. Chest and arms. Oh, I know that. Do you recap the Shaws of Sunset or just TLC shows? Shaws of Sunset. I haven't ever done Shaws of Sunset. I have done lots of Bravo shows before. Beverly Hills, New York, I think just started. Beverly Hills. What did I just say? I'm so sorry. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills just started this week. Real Housewives of... What is wrong with me? Real Housewives of New York started. And Real Housewives of Beverly Hills starting, I think, very, very soon. Real Housewives of New Jersey is on now. I do watch Real Housewives of New Jersey right now. I will start New York, but I absolutely can't wait for Beverly Hills because of the Erica Jane mess. Oh my God, truly. I wonder what sport gives one Popeye arm. Such a great. Okay, so okay, I thought about that. There are like I've seen gym machines that are like just squeeze 'ems. That's got to be like you're squeezing. You know, like what is a guy like? What can a guy do to get this big squeeze? Like stress balls. I'll tell you what he can squeeze, honey. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, if he needs help, I could be like a trainer. Oh yeah, a good forearm. My God, we uh we're really feeling it. Sorry, I'm like just getting rid of the freeloaders I gave birth to. Happy Mother's Day, y'all. Lisa, happy Mother's Day. I'm happy you're here. And like, yeah, happy Mother's Day to everyone in this room, honey, in all the ways. What? Happy Mother's Day to the people that got birthed by mothers, and happy Mother's Day to the people that are mothers. And happy Mother's Day to the people that love women, appreciate women, understand the feminine, divine spirit and the nourishment and necessary energy we give this world. God bless us. Tennis strengthens one. Okay, yeah. Tennis. Okay. Yeah. Plus he'd be like light on his feet. He's like agile. He's like getting around. And also they make crazy noises when they hit the balls, right? Tennis balls. They're like, ugh! It's like, oh, oh, okay. Okay. You know. If it were legal, I would have at birth. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Tennis strengthens would arm wrestling? I don't know. I always miss the live, but finally made it late. You are so much fun to watch every Sunday night. Ah, Jessica, thank you. That's so sweet. I feel like I'm seeing new names and it's making me so happy. Although I love my old names, but also like, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Uh, Here we are. Well, okay. So on the agenda is, as I've said, Extreme Sisters. I will watch it. I want to watch it, and I'm into it. I also like Real Housewives of New Jersey. I also can't wait for Beverly Hills to come back. None of you guys ever really talk about Bravo shows, which is so funny. I don't really feel like any of the people are like die-hard Real Housewives fans. I mean, I've had maybe like count them on 3 fingers people that are like, I watch it. And then if you look at my views, my loves, of any of the Bravo shows I've ever tried to review, marked difference. So interesting. I think Bravo's dying, or I don't know. I just like have tapped into people that like 90 Day, but I love Extreme Sisters, and I do think that Pig Royalty is hilarious. And so yeah, that's what's on the agenda. And I keep saying I want to dive into what's happening as Sister Wives, but then when I actually think about doing it, it's like going to be 2 hours of watching them make one meal for all the kids. Let's see. On Thursdays, though, however, we will be doing a pop culture show as we do on Wa's channel. I don't know if she's still in the room. Just call me Wa. On Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we will break down the week's events, honey, in the way that we do, which is not so much to like be newsworthy and give you like all of the most important details possible for you to like write a paper on and like, like hold us accountable for. More so like our commentary on dumb events in the world of pop culture and entertainment and our views about them. So that's how that works. Kyle's Heron got nothing on Kalani and Kalani. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But can they do the splits? Side note is, yeah, it was fun to watch. The Bravo Real Housewives had their all-star week where they all, honey, not all, but like some of them from each state went somewhere in the Bahamas, I think, on a yacht or something, or the Dominican. I'm not quite sure exactly where they went, my loves, but like it's Kyle, it's Melissa, it's Teresa, it's Sonia, I think, and Ramona. I want to say Kenya and Cynthia are there. There might be other ones, but, like, those are the ones I care about. Uh, you know, so I actually can't wait to see that. Hopefully, there'll be some fun drama there, and mostly, I think that it's gonna be absolutely insane outfits because they're all gonna try and outdo each other, and I love the fact that, like, you get to see the different styles of outfits, like, a Melissa Gorga and a Teresa Giudice bikini look is quite different from, like, a Kyle. Or are they? I mean, Kyle does not have great style. It isn't like I'm not saying one has better style over the other. I mean, Kyle by a lean to, not so much. But I'm just saying, like, you get to see it. Have fun. Atlanta. I'm excited. The crazy twin sisters married to twins was fascinating. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who's on Beverly Hills now? Uh is Kyle the beautiful hairstyle on? Yes. Kyle, so the big thing, besides the fact that this season of Beverly Hills will talk about Erica Jane's crazy ass divorce where her husband embezzled all of the money from the victims of various, cases that he won from, like, airplane disaster wreckage and stuff like that, like, literally won settlements and, like, class action lawsuits, took all those winnings and just spent it, okay? They are divorcing, and they're gonna talk about all of that. It's crazy, like, she can go to jail, like, it's bananas. It's like, how do all these women like Teresa and the Jen Shaw from Salt Lake City and, like, all these I mean, these bitches will put on any show they can to look rich and steal or do whatever behind the scenes to, like, have us look at it. It's so crazy. In a very real way, it's the same shit Danielle's doing with body on her Instagram on just a different level. Hawking us some BS story that we're supposed to believe when all the real truth of what actually is happening lies in behind it, the Instagram post. I'm over Erica and I want her to suffer. I think it's so crazy that she never released a statement saying that she feels any sort of compassion or empathy for the victims of her and her husband. Truly. Okay, so I can't wait to read Lisa's thing. But having said that, the other thing that's happening is Kyle Richards' sister, not Kim, but Kathy Hilton, who is Paris Hilton's mom, is supposedly heavily featured this season. And as someone who understands the world of those celebrities in the LA scene, it's exciting because she's a big personality. Mickey asked, who would want to be a twin? Chris, would you like to be a twin? No, 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 no. I have a sister and, like, my friends and stuff like that. I feel like Monique specifically, but I love my friends. I feel like one of the reasons why I'm an only child and no, one of the reasons the gifts of me being an only child is me truly valuing finding the connection I have to others, and I love my female friendships so much. I don't necessarily need to have a sister to feel that. Yeah, I will do extreme sister recap. I saw one thing. What I wanted to say, Lisa, I thought you had a comment that I wanted to say EDD. Did you hear Teresa's new boyfriend is a narcissist? Yes, I did. I think he also has, like, some jail situations. No, wait, I'm hearing another YouTube said Erica Jane is still living large too. She's living, yeah, comparatively, yeah, she's supposedly living in, like, a 3-bedroom house in West Hollywood, which is a step down from her mega mansion, but also still very fucking expensive. I was so bummed missed the last 2 Thursdays. Oh, yeah, please come back. Will they be flipping tables, calling each other whores? I mean, that's the best part of New Jersey. The best part of New Jersey, why I don't understand why people are, like, talk shit about it. It's like New Jersey is the only one besides Beverly Hills that had any sort of family component. Obviously, Beverly Hills had the sister component between the Richard sisters, notably Kim and Kyle. In their first season, Kyle basically outed her sister's rampant alcoholism and her sister outed the fact that Kyle stole um, real estate from her. Fascinating. And the same thing with the New Jersey is obviously the Teresa Joe Gorga situation. And yeah, it sounds all very real. kind of can't remember. I can't remember what I was going to say. Chris, have you talked about all the Tiffany's open shoulder tops? Yeah, I will. Yes, I did. I did mention it. I mentioned the fact that in this Mother's Day scene with her and her sister, like, or sorry, her and her mother, that's the one thing that her mother gave her, honey, because they look nothing alike, but the shoulders look the same. And what about JoJo's Gucci purse? She wouldn't let go of it. JoJo. Oh my God, what's JoJo? Oh my God, that's funny. What is that? I just started. Open shoulder tops have been going out of style. Sharded. I love this. I love watching the husbands on Jersey. Yeah, the best part. Yeah, Jersey husbands are great. Yeah. I mean, we could talk about this. Like I'm a little old fashioned, so I don't like necessarily don't like the Joe Gorga Melissa Gorga relationship. I'm just like, I think I have to move. I feel like I can't be in California. I don't think. I need to go somewhere where like people like are just like men know how to be men and they want to be men. They want women that can fucking do things really goddamn well. That's me. Angela's friend. Oh my God. Okay. So Angela's friend is what you're talking about. And so I'm dumb. Oh, Angela's JoJo. But what was the actual JoJo comment again now? Oh, JoJo's Gucci purse. Was it real Gucci? I don't know. But I mean, JoJo got the eyebrows. JoJo knew, like, JoJo was like, oh God, I get to be on the show again. Like, like the tattooed eyebrows. So I guess I really paid attention more to the eyebrows than the purse, but that's just me. Come up here, Northern California, Chris. Is that the place, honey? I think it's East Coast. Or it's like not even in this country. I don't know if San Francisco's it, my loves. I think I need someone like East Coast. I need someone like, yeah, men don't want to be men. They just want to be like lazy or just like responsibilityless. I mean, they just want to be like careless, honey. They just want to float. It's so unattractive. It makes you, I mean, to each their own. Truly. I mean, here's the thing. To me, this is all true. I mean, I'm so happy for people that find their loved ones. It's so hard for me. Get yourself a soprano. I want it. You deserve cake. I want that too. Someone who slaps her butt in bed. Yeah. Yes, please. I can't believe Angela underwent so much at once. Does she think she's a Heidi? Ooh, Lisa coming with the Hills reference. Ooh, yeah, she does. My God, when that happened, that young girl got like 10 surgeries at once. Oh, God. Yeah. But like, I feel like that's like, Heidi, the Courtney Stoddens. It's like that whole thing. Okay, we have cowboys, firefighters, loggers, fishermen. Yeah, I just need someone that like can hold me down. I want to get microbladed eyebrows. Look up eyebrow doctor. She charges 2,000. Yeah, it's now the whole thing is doing some version of a microblade and or the big thing, of course, is laminated brows. I really want laminated brows, but the other half of me feels like anytime you truly go to apply chemicals to hair, you can damage it. And I know that I've bleached my hair before, but like, it's the reason why I won't do eyelash extensions. And I get scared of doing not the microblading, but the eyebrow lamination because it effectively breaks the bonds of your hair and then anti perms them, if you will, straightens them and then pushes them up. So right now, I'm enjoying my life. I'm just using a little eyebrow pencil and some eyebrow gel, and this is enough for me. So anyway, having said that, I get it. I think that eyebrow microblading can really change your whole look, especially if you have like a fair complexion. If you have fair eyebrows, blonder eyebrows. Yeah. We're an hour south of Oregon, big mountains and lots of lakes. I love them lakes. I love lakes. Bay is less Trump Lando than car obsessed Vapid LA. Okay. Yeah, I want a man. A man. To each their own. I'm just like I'm loving, just if I feel like we have to I mean, I feel like I have to apologize for what I want. It's not, I'm just old school. I'm Lebanese Syrian. It's just like what I was raised with. You know what I'm saying? Like the men should pay for things and things. It's just I can't that's why I feel like I have to move because I feel weird saying this in like LA. I'm like, do you know? But like that's the land I live in. I just feel like I'd like to be around the possibility of men that like just have, I guess, a more traditional mindset. What was that white top you were wearing? Oh yeah, it was my blazer. Ugh, I'm tired of these old boys. Well, my loves, here we are, almost an hour and 20 minutes in, and I definitely have stopped talking about the show at least 30 minutes ago. Well, I will say this. Does make a difference if I never find the love of my life because I've found lots of love in my life, and that is the goal. The goal is to be happy and have love in your life. And there's so many different types. And I truly feel like a love warmth energy exchange with you guys in this room. It's just diff, I guess. But to read all of your thoughts and to week after week see some of the same peeps and of course talk to you like in Vanity Fair or whatever, you know, this is what it's all about. And I think that if you live in the space of love, I think that it creates more love. I think love begets love. That's very Cody Brown of Sister Wives. That's how you do it. Like love begets love. But it's interesting because I think that you should just surround yourself in the situation with people who give you the positive kind of love that you need, as well as create the space to invite more in. And the creating of the space is just not allowing people that take away from that. They take away from your energy or misguide you or mislead you from filling that with their toxicity. You're just like, nah, I don't have time for that. I don't have the space for it. I'm like, that space is open and I have that capacity, honey. But until that capacity is filled, I am focused on all these other peeps in this room, honey. They're giving me what I need and what I love. You know what I'm saying? You inspire me. Look at the white blazer for Zoom calls. Here's the thing. It's so funny because not so funny, but I wouldn't probably recommend a white blazer on a white background. But that is what happened. That's what happened this eve. Love is like a muscle. The more you use it, the better you are with it. Oh, yeah. Same thing with communication. And that's why I think it's also important when you are dating to exercise the communication with them of how you're truly feeling in any given moment so that it's just a great muscle. There's something out there for you because you're amazing. Thank you, Anne Marie. Yeah, I don't know. I totally something's out there for me. I think that I have to let go of some sort of timeline or wishing it or just really again focus on it's not focusing on myself, it's just focusing on my goals. And my goal. I have a lot going on right now, truly. I'm like in a whole wealth management program to learn about all this adulting stuff that I'm really enjoying. Um, I don't know if I've talked about this, but yeah, I'm in a wealth management program to learn about investing and compounding and insurance vehicles and tax incentives and investment and risk management and diversification and all of it. It's really great because I have avoided all these subjects for so long and I don't know how I would learn them all in such a situation. And I found a great program that is a self-study that is forcing me to learn all of it. So I really want to I really want to get that done. Anyway, if it's not too personal, Chris, have you been to therapy? Your thinking is so clear and you're so insightful. Oh my God, yes, I had therapy yesterday. hmm I would say that I think some of the past, I think that I have, I think we all have like attachment wounds. I think that I have like somewhat of an anxious attachment style, like coupled with an avoidant attachment style. I think that for a long time I felt really devalued in my identity, really based upon like whether someone thought I was talented and or funny. And so I would get mad. I had a lot of anger directed at people who I felt like weren't valuing me, who didn't like and see my intrinsic value. And so sometimes in my like dealings with, let's just say in this situation, men, because I'm like cisgendered and heterosexual, God bless, I'd be combative, overly sassy, combative in a way that it was just like, just so you know, I'm fucking smart. I'm bright, smart, witty, smarter than you. You're not going to hurt me. You're not going to get one on me. I'm a fucking professional comedian. I'm thinking 5 times faster than you at all given times. There's nothing you're gonna pull over me. I wouldn't say this, but that would be my energy as like a so anyway, so there's been a lot of me bringing that down and realizing I don't that it's not going to be hard for me to understand if someone values me. So I'm just gonna let myself feel it, and when I feel it, know that that's who I'm supposed to, you know, invest energy in. And for those that, for whatever reason, I can't feel it, or I'm getting mixed messages, or they're not incapable, or whatever it is, then you move on. It's not, you don't have to get angry. Um, this is it. Truly have to go be yeah. So that's something I work on all the time. Not all I work on all the time, I'm sorry, but therapy is something that I go to, and I would talk about this stuff with it. And other things. I took a mindfulness eating Zoom yesterday, which was really, really great. Just about kind of understanding the reward system within our minds of feeling something maybe bad, negative in some way, an anxious thought, and then wanting the reward of how we've trained ourselves that we can feel better, or the comfortness when it creates a cycle is a neuron pathway that gets loud and loud when you really can, through the process of identifying and breathing, change your behavior. And over the course of actually changing your behavior, just through repeated behavior change, repeated motions of something different, you will of course lay different pathways in your brain. I really find mindfulness really exciting and really interesting. And I think it has this, like, if you don't know about it, like this thing of like, oh, hippies sitting around breathing, thinking about sounds or whatever. But the truth of the matter is, mindfulness is about mind training. It's about you controlling your mind. Your mind does not control you. You control your mind. You have thoughts that are reactions to things and that we assign stories and narratives to. And those stories and narratives are sometimes not true, and they inhibit us from living in the present moment. Or we have obsessive thoughts over the regrets we have in our past, or obsessively trying to think about the future, making, for me, like making a lot of to-do lists. I think I think that's like my mind is constantly just being like, what am I gonna do next? I'm gonna do next. How am I gonna do whatever I want to do next? How am I gonna do it in the best possible way? What are the steps I can take to make sure that it's doing the way I want to do it? There's a lot of that. Or something they call it monkey mind, where your mind just goes from thought to thought to thought to thought, and it's exhausting. That can be fine during the day because you're distracted with the things you have to do. And then at night, that monkey mind, that obsessive thought, 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 thought becomes hellish, right? Truly. So being able to label your thoughts, to take away their power, in actuality takes away your mind's ability to control you. You control it. So anyway, that's a whole other thing. That's not about, by the way, that mindfulness isn't about dating. Although I guess you could make a whole case about mindfulness and dating and living in the present moment, which is a whole other thing. But at the same time, I have a lot that I'm trying to do for myself. So even though I sit here and complain about being single or whatever, I'm more focused on kind of like getting these parts of myself to like a level and degree that I'm happy with or I find progress with. I can see my evolution, and then I can take that person and sort of like get back out there and understand. Because I think that, I think that there is some sort of energy exchange between the people that you attract and you. And if I'm not, whatever, satisfied with the people that I'm attracting, there also can be like an amount of self reflection you do on yourself for that, right? I'm going to have to reread all of these. I'm going to have to go back when this gets posted and reread all of this. Yeah, so we keep reliving something. The body feels as if its work was occurring again, so it's important to stop the movie in your head. So much of this. Lots to be said for living in the moment. For most, the last time we have done that in childhood. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know it's not hippy dippy. I know it's science database, which is so interesting. It absolutely is. It is. It's crazy. If you want more information, I will say that the workshop I found was through a group online called Insight LA. Insight LA, which I think has a partnership with the UCLA Mindfulness Center, which is, if you're looking for an academic source on this, I'd recommend that. And if people are interested, I can post about that in Vanity Fair. So, having said that, I'm going to say my adieu. I love you all so much and really appreciate these talks after these episodes, which have nothing to do with the show. I am so interested for people who like have come for the first time for like the first hour, to talk about Asuelu. And Asuelu is like Reese's Pieces shirt. And then they just like sit here and they're here for the next 30 minutes. And they're like, what is happening? It tickles me truly. Okay. So love you guys. Really, really want to reflect back in you the nourishing, loving, divine energy, the life-giving energy to you. Happy Mother's Day. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am at Chris L. Farah, including my viral tweet for tonight. When by viral, I mean like 30 people liked it. It's big enough for me. And 90 Day Fiance retweeted it, which is big enough for me, about Asuelu's shirt. If I haven't yet really persuaded you to either subscribe to me or like this video, please do. Please do those two things. I really enjoy it. I would like to see you again. At some point, I think you'd want to see me. I would change my lipstick. Plus, you can find out if I ever find love in my life. I don't know. You have your own reasons to come back. But like this video, give it a thumbs up. Follow me, as I already said that. Of course, I've made mention, but I have a private group on Facebook. It's called Vanity Fair, where, during the week, we post things at the best possible way. If you want to talk to me about anything, I can't answer DMs. It's just too hard for me, and they're in different folders. Having said that, also, I love my mods, and you're everything. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everyone who gave me a super chat tonight. Oh my God. Thank you. Your generosity means a lot. I really appreciate it. And I see you supporting content creators that are doing things differently than like on a network scale, Having said that, NBC, anyone, hire me. Okay. And the last thing I want to say is I love Wa. I love that. I love my mom. I love you guys. I'm so happy my mod's here. Like I said, I thought I had one more thing to say, and I truly can't remember now, and I feel bad. Just upsetting. All right. Well, okay. Oh, yeah, one more thing. Also, I see the peeps that also like will leave a comment, be like, just here for the engagement after the video is posted. It means a lot when you guys like know that like that's important. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shay, for this beautiful super chat. Oh yes, honey. Yes. Oh, I love that. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I give it back to you. Something like motorboat you. All right, my babes and my boos. All right, so I love you all. Have a great week. I'll do Extreme Sisters. We'll talk then. I'll post on Vanity Fair when I'm gonna do Extreme Sisters. I'll watch it probably tonight or tomorrow and go live. I just might have to go get my toe x-rayed. That's on me. I'll tell you what happens. Okay, so happy Sunday nights. Take care of yourselves and each other. Stand up for what you believe and make art. Okay, no hot cocoa bang bang. I hate when people, I don't hate it. I love you so much for coming here. But I feel like it's so sad when I'm literally doing my outro and then someone is like, I just got here. My heart breaks. I'm like, oh my God, what are you talking about? I am in my outro. You can just rewatch it. I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm not playing. Thank you so much for even popping in. Also, like this video. Also, I love you guys. Also, yes, make art. Okay. Bye, baby boos.